Welcome to a yoga class that's all about cultivating inner awareness. We're going to begin lying on the back. And once you're on your back, go ahead and bring your legs up into the air. Hopefully you can see me. I think I'm a little bit in the shade. So yeah, lie on your back, bring your legs up in the air. So it might be a little bit tricky visually. I'm in my outdoor space, which is so beautiful, but still figuring out how to do recordings out here. We'll do the best I can today. Try to stay in the light. Okay, here we go. So my legs are up in the air and you're just gonna roll your ankles and maybe flex and point the feet, flare and point the toes, and maybe even look at your feet. So first I want you to cultivate awareness in your feet today. Yeah. And then go ahead and pedal the feet. So meaning flex one foot while you point the other and then switch. Really simple, and you can, yeah, I'm kind of just naturally moving my legs a little bit as I do this. So each foot gets its own experience. And see if you can kind of put your awareness in each foot as it's having its flex and its point. Now, put the right foot on the ground and feel that, or actually feel that, you know? So often we move the body, but we don't put our awareness there. So that foot's on the ground. This is cool. Now I'm just kind of a pair of legs, right? It's kind of perfect for the class. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your left thigh and go ahead and flex the left foot again. Yeah. And kind of press the right foot into the ground. So the feet are very active. And notice what that does for your hips and the sensation there. So now we're letting the awareness travel up through the legs into the hips. Now send your left heel to the sky. Send the top of your left femur bone down to the ground. So those are going in opposition. And then your hands are behind your left thigh and push your thigh toward your hand so that your arms kind of extend. So we've got all this activation here. My left sits bone is also going to move forward with the thigh. Yeah? So the low back is long. One more huge breath in, and then exhale out of your mouth, but pretend the exhale goes out of the heel of your left foot. And you might feel that, right? Okay. Switch sides. Feel your left foot kiss the ground as it touches. And then feel the right leg lift. Flex the right foot, interlace your fingers behind the back of your right leg. And again, now you're doing this like fine calibration of the energy. Right heel up. Right femur bone down into the earth. As you breathe deeply, the right sits bone moves forward in space. So does the right thigh. But sort of the toes and the shin is almost moving back toward you. I failed to say that on the other side, but you feel that dynamism. Can you feel breath in your right low back, maybe even? And then our last exhale goes out of the mouth, but we envision the exhale cleaning out the whole right leg and expelling out of the foot. Okay, now from here, let's go ahead and take the left leg up again, but this time we'll take the left foot across the right thigh and we'll hug that right thigh in. So you get a little bit of a stretch in the left outer hip. Feel that space and breathe in and out of that left outer hip. If you want more sensation, you could hug the right thigh in more. But today, I really want us to be just using our awareness to go deep into the experiences and letting the physical be a complement to that, or just to help us experience that. And then really simple, switch sides. I have a cute green caterpillar on my pink pants. So now the right ankle's over my left thigh. I'm hugging the left thigh in and I'm breathing really deeply. And so far I've been telling you which body part to feel, right? Here it's the right hip. But as we go, increasingly what's going to happen is your body will tell you here, over here. And how does it tell you with the sensations? Okay. Now from here, I'd love for you to come onto your belly. I'll face this way, but you can face whichever way works best. I'm just going to be sensitive to where you can see me in the light. And you're going to set up for Sphinx pose. So your elbows directly under your shoulders. And at first, let's bring some awareness into the feet. You could have your feet, toes tucked under, or you could have the tops of the feet down. But regardless, just notice the feet and notice how they affect the rest of the pose. Press down through your forearms, pull back through your forearms, and reach your heart forward. I just got a couple little cracks in my upper back. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is you're going to come onto your side, and we'll do both sides in a row. So it doesn't matter to me which side you do first, whatever is easiest for you facing the camera. And sorry if this is tough for that. But so you're on you're propped up on your side. Now the top knee, you want to look at your top knee. Let me see if I can get a little better of a view for guys. So this top knee is going to jut forward over the bottom knee. Okay, so I'm on my side. My whole top hip and knee jut forward, so I can see my right knee extends over my left knee. Okay, my feet stay glued together. You could be propped up on your hand or just resting on your arm, and then you're going to do clamshells. So the feet stay together. The right knee or the top knee for you lifts and lowers, and then we're just going to do that several times. Keep your belly engaged. Keep the action really clear. And what we're doing actually is starting to wake up a muscle on the right side of your tush that's kind of deep underneath that we don't usually use. But once we got it turned on, it can be really, really helpful in supporting our core. And you might be feeling this already. If you're not, pointer, either jut that front knee further forward, or maybe your knees are pointed down and not up. So have your knees more in line with your hips or even slightly pointed up, and you should start to feel it, okay? As always, I offer that if you don't get an exercise, write me after class and I'll make a tutorial for you. Post it. Okay, so you should be feeling pretty tired in that part of the body now. And so now we're just going to do these little kicks. They're really simple. You're just going to do this little kick of the top leg along the ground. See that? I go right from the bent knee to the straight leg and a little swooshy kick. And that's it. I'm just going to do a couple of those to kind of release the energy. And then I'm going to come onto my belly again. And on my belly, I'm going to find Sphinx pose again. And this time, do really tuck your toes under and really engage the legs so that the kneecaps lift up. Also press down through your arms. You're noticing how much integrity you can create. Engage your belly so it should feel like pretty long, active, and strong. And then again, push your elbows down and pull your heart forward so it's just the upper back that gets the action. Other side of our clamshells. Let your left knee jump forward over your right, or the top knee in this case, right? Whatever that is, totally fine. Hand on your top hip. Make sure that the knees aren't pointed down away from you. And then begin your clamshells, lifting and lowering. And your awareness, right, where is it? Can be poured into the space where you're starting to feel the sensation. You might be getting tired now. Maybe give yourself just a few more to challenge yourself, or you're welcome to pause if it feels like it's kind of even on for the other side. And then we release this energy a little bit with a little swoosh, a little kick, right? So I'm just going to straighten my leg and swing it forward toward my face, grazing it along the ground. I'll do a few of those, bending and straightening and kicking. You probably won't get a lot of action. You'll get a little bit, right? And then come back onto your belly. And this time we'll do tented fingers. I'll face you so you can see this. Tented fingers, a little bit off of your mat to the side, elbows over your wrists. Press down into your legs, your feet, lift up through your chest. Exhale, dip your left shoulder down, look over your right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, dip right, look left. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, come up, wide collarbones. Exhale, dip left, look right. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, dip right, look left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back up into center. Take your hands alongside your ribs and then press up and back into child's pose. And if you're oriented some kind of weird way, you can get reoriented from child's pose. We will end up doing down dog and sun salutes and all that at the top of our mat. So get yourself there. Take a moment in child's pose if you haven't already, just to check in about your intention. And making a promise to yourself, right, to just stay with this sacred information that is constantly coming through your body in real time. That you're dedicated to actually listening inward. And every time you go in, there's something there, right? And so spending time with that, feeding the realness of your own inner world. Very, very, very important work. Whenever you feel ready and connected to that purpose and intention, you can make your way to downward dog. Downward dog is a shape where I tend to feel sensation in a lot of different parts. It's one of the things that's so great about it. It can be so holistic. So take a little time now to let your awareness kind of take a tour of the various sensations that arise in downward dog. And then take a little walk until you end up in a standing forward fold at the front of your yoga mat. Let the upper body dangle from the lower body. And then this is really simple. It's a very simple technique. Bend one knee and straighten the other. And then shift the weight a little to the straight leg. Keep letting the upper body dangle. And then same thing other side. And if that's difficult for you, blocks under the hands can be helpful. It's just simple, just very, very simple. And what you're doing is as the weight shifts, the sensations shift. And as the sensations shift, your attention follows, right? And then 2 straight-ish legs, so you can have a little softness to your knees and joints. That can be really nice as you roll up. And once you come up to stand tall at the front of your mat. And again, just adjust mine a little bit. Stand at the front of your yoga mat in Tadasana, mountain pose, with your hands in prayer. Remembering your intention here. And we're just going to do a couple of sun salutes. Inhale, raise the arms up. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. If you like to jump back, you can. Otherwise, step back, lowering down chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here for 1. Feeling, noticing there's sensation in lots of places. Don't be overwhelmed, but just understand that there's definitely, we don't need to be paying attention to the random thoughts, concerns, past, future. There is plenty to be honored right here inside of you. Just keep returning inward. You're going to step or hop your feet forward between your hands. Lengthen your spine as you arrive at the front of your yoga mat, and then fold down into your legs and breathe out. As you breathe in, come all the way up, reach up, look up. Exhale, return your hands down, return your gaze to the horizon, and then again, reach up. Again, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, jumping back or stepping back and lowering down. Then inhale, lifting the heart, coming to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Take a couple breaths here. And then we're actually going to move into our little sequence for today. Oh, and for our sequence for today, you may want to block at the front of your mat. That's going to be there for Ardha Chandrasana just in case. It's not necessary. Oh, you also may want it for a twisted lunge. All right. So here we are, downward dog. Find your breath. And we'll follow the rhythm of our breath. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Exhale, step the foot forward between your hands. Inhale, lift your left arm for a twist, twisted lunge. 5 breaths here, you'll stay. And this is, one of the places some people like a block under the right hand. 1. Now feel the energy moving back through the heel, forward through the crown. 2. Feel what's pressing into the earth. Feel what's lifting to the sky. 3. Breathe. 4. Breathe. Exhale. 5. Now warrior 2. You're going to push the floor away with your feet. You're going to rise all the way up. Gaze over your left fingers as you arrive. 1. 2. Breathe for 3. 4. Exhale, 5. Now straighten your left leg. Parallel your feet to the side. Interlace your fingers and inhale, lift up through your heart, then fold forward as you breathe out. Stay here with the head dangling, the arms overhead for 1. Breathe for 2. Feel your breath. 3. Notice that the places in the body that need the breath are calling to you. And you're just like a mother answering a child, right? It's very simple. It's very natural to want to care about this inner world. Okay, from here, just take your hands to the ground, turn and face the front of your mat. Option to take a vinyasa now, or just to go to downward dog, or even a little moment in child's pose. Once you're in downward dog, find a big exhale and let it all the way out. Then inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step the foot forward between your hands. Inhale, rise the right arm. Exhale, stay and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Notice the sensations moving in different directions. 3. Relax the back of your heart and just lean into the experience. 4. Exhale, 5. Warrior 2, press the earth away, rise up. You'll end up with the arms in line with your shoulders, facing over right fingers, breathing for 1. Breathing, 2. 3. 4. Exhale, 5. Straighten your right leg. Parallel your feet to the side. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Maybe with the opposite pinky on the outside, or maybe you have a different arm variation you prefer. Fold as you breathe out. And some people like to put a block under the crown of the head so they can feel that stimulation of the crown chakra touching the earth. That may not be important to you. Where are the sensations? Each pose gives us information, right? When we put the body in it, the body goes, oh, when I'm in this shape, here's the information. And no one else can hear the information your body gives you in this shape. Listen well. Respond with breath and care. Bring your hands to the ground, lift your chest up, and then turn and face the front again. Again, you have the option for some kind of vinyasa if that feels good and right. And again, we meet in downward dog when we're done. We're going to do this sequence one more time, just adding on 2 poses at the end. So the first few poses will be a flow. So really important for a flow, it relies on the rhythm of your breath. Find that first. And if my call is a little off of your breath, see what you can do to just find somewhere in between, right? Or if possible, follow your breath, okay? Now inhale, lift the left leg up high. Take the full inhale for yourself, don't skimp. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands. Low lunge twist, raise your left arm, inhale. Warrior 2, use the exhale to come up for warrior 2. Then gaze over left fingers. Good, straighten the left leg, parallel feet, interlace fingers behind your back, find an in breath. Fold forward, out breath. There's your straddle forward fold. Now, hands to the ground, low lunge, just like before, but we're gonna turn it into Ardha Chandrasana. You might want your block, shift the weight into your left foot and your left hand, and start to rise up. You could take any variation that you want of this pose. Hear your breath. 1. Breathe. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Now look down. Last pose in the sequence, Utkatasana. Right foot next to left, arms up alongside your ears, chair. And then a twist. Left arm outside of your right leg, twist to the right, gaze over your right shoulder, breathe for 1. Breathe. 2. Breathe for 3. I know the breaths might feel shorter here. Can you make them nice and long if possible? 4. Breathe in and out. 5. Now inhale, come all the way up, 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 up. We're gonna take cactus arms, stick out your elbows, and then stick out your tongue, lion's breath. Beautiful. From here, Make your way back to downward dog. So first arms up, then exhale, fold. You have the option for a vinyasa, lengthen your spine, jump or step. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, last side of our sequence today. Inhale, lift your right leg up, take the whole inhale. No rush, step the foot forward, then raise your right arm. Complete an inhale there. Warrior two, take the full exhale to rise up. Gaze over right fingers. Inhaling, straighten the legs, parallel the feet, interlace the fingers and lift the heart. Use the exhale to dive on forward into a straddle forward fold. Hands down. Low lunge as you breathe in. Shift weight into right foot and right hand, maybe with a block, Ardha Chandrasana as you breathe out. Take your time coming into your variation of the pose. Breathing one. Feel the breath in the pose. Two. Three. Breathe. Four. Exhale, five. You're gonna look down, step the left foot next to the right foot. Arms up alongside your ears, inhale, Utkatasana. Then twist to the left this time. Right arm outside of the left leg. Gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe for one. Hear your breath. Two. Three. Breathe. Let that full inhale come in. And then push the exhale out, cleaning yourself out. Twisting like you're twisting, wringing out an old towel. One more. 5. You're gonna come all the way up, 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 pressing into your feet, reaching up through your arms. And then cactus the arms, stick out the tongue as far as you can, bulge the eyes, lion's breath. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up one last time. Exhale, fold forward. Meet me in downward dog one last time, getting there however you like. From downward dog, come through to sit. And once seated, I want you to extend one leg. It doesn't matter which. We're doing Jana Shirshasana. Let's say the left leg. Take a little twist toward that extended leg. Lengthen and then fold. 5 deep breaths in Jana Shirshasana on this side. For 1. Where are the sensations? Meet them with your attention, your breath, your care. 3. 4. And 5. Now come up to sit and switch sides. We're on the home stretch here, last few poses. You're gonna twist your heart over towards the extended leg, then fold, right, Jana Shirshasana on the opposite side. Breathing deeply for 1. 2. Breathing 3. 4. And 5. Coming all the way up to sit, and then making your way into an inversion of your choice. So you may come forward and do headstand, you may come back and do shoulder stand, just 1 minute for an inversion. I'm gonna do a shoulder stand here, but you could do just simple, lying on your back with your legs up in the air. And notice the sensations here. Go be with them, right? Go be with this inner calling. You don't have to fix it right away, right? You don't have to make it stop. Just go hang out with the experiences, breathe around them, give them care and support and listening. And then there's these deeper transformations we're here for. Those can only happen when we approach in that way. If you have counter poses, you can go ahead and find those. That was a minute. Goes fast, right? And then I'd love for you to choose one more posture before Shavasana. Just one more pose that would feel really nice in your body. And again, you get 1 minute in this pose. Can you slow down the breath even more? And the last thing that I want you to do, and you could do this as you get into Shavasana, like lying flat on your back, or in these short classes especially, it might be really nice just to do a restorative pose instead of Shavasana. And Shavasana will only last a couple of minutes. But I do want you to get into a comfortable position, and then I just want you to do a little tapping or massaging of the skull, the head, the temples, the brow. We didn't do a lot of sensation work up in the crown. We started with the feet, and I just want us to be kind of completing that circuit, you know? And then once you're ready, coming into the most comfortable position that you can for this couple of minutes of rest. Let's all take a really, really big inhale, big inhale. And then a big exhale, sigh it out, and feel yourself sinking closer to the ground. Stay that close to the ground as you receive the next inhale. And then continue without any technique in your breath. Without any technique in the mind. Just letting the attention surrender into the inner space that it just made such good friends with. Let the outer edges of your body hold that inner space safely so you don't have to stress. And let the natural world around you, let that bigger container hold your container. So there's nothing for you to hold, there's nothing for you to do or accomplish. All you can do is rest and be beloved. Now you are always invited to stay and continue practicing or resting. But when you do feel ready, if you feel ready, you're just going to lightly stir yourself and gently come up to a seat. Bring your hands into some kind of sincere gesture, thanking yourself, the wisdom, the love inside you, the wisdom and love inside of all things. Ambolo Shri Satguru Mata Devi Ki.